Hey G Squad, welcome back to episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode we have this cool Amazon here, and pretty much what this is a portable power bank that has a built-in AC option for you to use to recharge it manually when you guys plug it in, or you can also recharge it using other ways available for you guys on here. So for this product, it doesn't have any brand on here, it's like a non-branded product, but it's actually very powerful in terms of what it does provide. So they mentioned how it does have 15,000 mAh. It gives you guys the option to use as an EU plug, US plug, or UK plug, because they do provide adapters inside. They mentioned for the product it does have power delivery, so it does give you guys a fast charging speed when you guys do use it. And in terms of power that's on here, in terms of how fast it charges, I guess it's power delivery 15. That's probably why it says PD15 on here, or maybe that's just the name of the product. Because if you guys turn inside right here, they do provide some more specs and features about the product. So they mentioned how you can take it on the plane. It works as a mobile phone holder, which I'll show you in a second. It also has a digital display to show you guys the battery percentage. It has an AC plug option, 2 built-in cable options, and it does have power delivery 18 watts and quick charging 3.0. And in the back right here, they do provide more specs and features about the product. And if you guys are curious about the pricing about the product, I can't say the exact price, but for the price that you guys are paying for this one, compared to the one that I purchased back in like Asia, which is right here, this one costs double of what I paid for this one on Amazon. This one is actually half off of that one, so I wanted to see what the difference is compared to this one I got in Asia, because this one's actually working really well when I got it at my trip when I went to Taiwan. I had another power bank that stopped working, so I just threw that away. So I ended up getting one of these to test what the difference is and how well it does work compared to the one in Asia, which is right here, which I'll show you guys more in a second. But first, let me actually open this up and show you guys what the inside looks like and what's included. So first, the inside, they do provide you guys a user manual to teach you guys how to set it up and how to use it. They do provide you guys a cable that's in use, which is USB to USB-C. They do provide you guys a little lanyard or wrist strap option for the use, very similar to the one that got in Asia as well. And then right here, we do have the product, and they give you guys the adapter. So let's take all of it out. So right here is the adapter that's included for you guys, which is the EU and the UK plug. And all you need to do is just insert it in, which I'll show you in a second. And then right here, we do have the actual product. So the front part right here is the display screen. So once you guys press on this button, it shows you guys as at 89%. And right here, we do have a USB-C option and a USB option. The USB option, like I mentioned, it does provide you guys quick charge 3.0. So we'll charge pretty fast when you guys do use it to charge like your iPhone and anything else. But like I mentioned, for the product, it does have a built-in cable, which is right here. So feel free to just take it out and use either one. And the cable itself is pretty long, if you can see. But when you guys view the material on the cable, it's actually very thin. It's not super high quality, so that's something to kind of remember when you guys do purchase it. But they do give you guys a lightning cable and also a USB-C cable. And once you guys are done, you guys can push it back in to hold it back into the position right here when you guys are not using it. Just like that. Very easy and very simple. And on top right here, we do have the plug outlet, which is AC. So if you guys do open it, you guys can plug it into your wall outlet to actually recharge it, which is really convenient. Or I believe if you guys want to use this, you guys can use that as well to recharge as well. But once you guys are done, you guys can close it back up and it's all set. So now that we show you guys how the product works, now let me show you guys how to use the adapter. So let's say, for example, if you want to use the adapter, you guys can put it in like this, push it all the way until it locks in. Once you guys lock it in, this is what the product looks like. And if you guys want to move it, it's a little bit hard. You do have to use a little bit of force to push it out. And you do want to be careful and try not to hurt yourself when you guys do so. Just like that. That can be potentially a little safety issue because it's not really easy for it to take it out. So in a way, it's a good and bad thing. Good because it's actually very secure, but bad is that you might hurt yourself when you guys do pull it out. Because I do feel a little bit of pain on my hand afterward once I do take it out. So that's something I can consider when you guys do use it. But really cool how they do provide you guys a child adapter, whereas the other one does not. And then for this part right here is what I talked about earlier in terms of a phone holder option. So what you can do is push it out all the way. And that way you can use this part right here to put your phone on here on the other way. So that way you can use it as a phone stand option, which is really convenient. When you guys do put it down on the table, you guys can also use it this way as well, which is really cool. And once you have it done, you have to push back in. And that is how you guys use that part right there. If you guys need to look at the specs about the product, they also have that right here on the side. So that way, if the TSA asks you guys for the information, you guys can show them the information right here. And when you guys do feel the overall material that's on here, it definitely feels really soft and very smooth. And it's also not that heavy, especially since it's around 15,000 mAh, which is really awesome. But that is everything that's on the product. Now let me show you guys the one that got in Asia that costs like literally double the price of this. So this one right here is the one that got in Asia. In terms of the design, it's actually very similar. They do give you guys a button right here, and they give you guys the percentage to show you guys how much percentage is on here. They give you guys the USB and USB-C option, and for these right here, it's also quick charging just like the other one. Right here in the bottom, they do give us a wrist strap or lanyard option, and then this side right here, we do have a cable. So it's also Lightning and also USB-C if you can see, but the length of the cable is not as long. But when you guys do feed the materials on the cable, it is much more high quality compared to what you guys get in this one. But same thing, once you guys are done using it, you can put it back in, just like that. And for this part right here, we do have the plug outlet for us to plug it in to recharge it. And once you're done, you can put it back in, just like that. On the side right here, we do have the specs to show you guys how much power that's on here in terms of input and output. And on the side right here, we do have something very similar, where it's an open all the way. And you just put your phone on here to use as a stand. For this one, it doesn't really work, especially when you guys do have a case on. So you do have to remove the case compared to other one where you guys don't have to remove the case, but very easy for it to use it, if you guys can see. So that's everything that's on the product. And when you guys put it side by side, you guys can see the size difference that's on here. Both of them, it does provide you guys a fast charging speed, give you guys the same amount of power, and this one's definitely a little bit more bulkier than this one. And when you guys do feel the weight of both of them, it's almost about the same, but this one definitely feels a little bit more heavier. I'm assuming because of the material that they use on here is much more high quality compared to this one that's like half of the price. Like even when you guys feel it, this one definitely feels like a much more high quality product compared to this one. Everything in terms of the materials on here and also the button as well, if you can see. But let me test out both of them to show you guys when actually works. So first thing I want to do is plug it in to show you guys when actually works to charge it. So let's do plug it in. It starts charging, if you can see. And if you guys want to use a cable wire charging, let's give it a try. We're going to use the Lightning option. So we'll plug it onto our device. It does work. Now let's try the other one. So let's do plug it in. It starts charging, if you can see. If you want to use a cable to recharge it, let's plug it in. It doesn't work immediately, and the reason why is because with this one, it does require you guys to press the button. So let's do press it one time. It does work. So that's one difference about this one for the one that costs double the price compared to this one. This one starts charging immediately once you guys plug it in, where for this one it does not. You guys do need to press the button in order to work it. So that's one downside about this one right here compared to the one that you can find on Amazon. And obviously, in order for you to get the faster charge speed on here for both of these devices, your percentage on your device in terms of iPhone or anything that you guys do use, it has to be pretty low. Pretty much the lower is the faster charge, but once you reach to like 70% or 80% or any higher than that, it does slow down charge. So that's something to kind of remember when you guys do use it. But the cool thing about both of these products is the fact that when you guys do use it, you do have the option to charge the actual power bank while charging multiple devices at the same time. So if you guys want to use both the cable and both of the output at the same time, you do have the option available. So that way you can charge technically 5 things at the same time, the power bank and 4 other devices, which is really cool. So that is everything that's included for the product in terms of what is actually provided for you for both of these. Now to come unboxing and testing product. Now to answer the question of whether or not it's worth it or not. So for both of these products, I do have to say that it's pretty worth it based on what you guys do get out of it, especially since it does provide you guys the built-in cable, the built-in AC option, and also the travel adapter as well. This one does not provide a travel adapter, so you guys only use the US plug option. But in terms of the charging speed and everything that's provided for you guys with this one, it actually works pretty well. If you see how we do test it out. So based on the test, I do have to say that both of them are pretty worth it. But if you guys are on a budget and you guys want something that's like perform just as good as this one, then I do have to say that this one's actually really worth it since it's literally half of the price that I paid for this one. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or haven't want these, then obviously don't buy one and save them on something else actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it'll definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.